Good morning. We're doing another just quick segment about tomatoes and suckers. And what we did our research is whenever here's your main stem or vine, and then here's a stem that comes out, you'll get a shoot that comes out, and that's called a sucker. And then all you do, even when you get these big ones, you just kind of squeeze and just pull it out. It's pretty easy. And if you leave them, they're actually another tomato plant. If you look at the very top, there's a, well, that's not a good one. See if I can find a better one. We left a couple suckers on purpose. They'll start to flower. Here's a good one. See how that's right there in the middle and it's coming up? And it comes up and it starts to flower. So it's sharing one root ball for two plants. But we decided that we're going to leave some of our plants with suckers and some we're going to take off. This is one that's got real big. We purposely let it get long instead of taking it off young. Like, there's a young one there. We'll actually take that one off. But this one being older, what you do is, this is a cheap and relatively quick way to propagate your tomatoes. You can actually plant these and they'll continue, because it's a vine, it'll put roots out along the stem that you bury and it'll come up. You won't get too many tomatoes because it's so late in the season, or at least for us. I mean, we're almost to July, but it's better than nothing. If you just throw this away, you won't have anything from it. And if you leave it on your plant, you'll get a couple, but it's going to lower the quality of the other fruit on it. So you really don't want to leave the suckers on. So we're going to plant this one, and come what may, we'll have more fruit. So what you'll want to do when it's time to prep is, remember, you want to bury it just as deep into the ground as you can go. Now we're going to leave this leaf on and this one. So this is as deep as we want to bury it. That means we want to take this one off. You want to leave 2 main sets or more. We could bury it here, but that'll be less root and that's going to take longer for it to produce. So all you do is just take a pair of scissors, just cut it off. You can actually bury that. However, the problem is you're not going to get anything off of it. It's not a main vine. This is just a branch. It would grow, but you won't get fruit. It'll look pretty. So then just take, just ordinary pair of scissors and just gently, do you see that kind of peeling back? You're going to open up the sides, just real gentle. Not too much. You're not really peeling it, but you are taking a little bit off. This will speed it and it's going to stimulate it. Now our bottom's already nice and wet from when we just pulled it out. Now we're going to dig our hole, we'll bury it up to here, and we'll put some of this nitrogen plant food on all around it, and that'll help stimulate the growth of roots and put out foliage quickly, because the sooner it puts out foliage and roots, the sooner you'll have fruit. So we've decided that we're going to put it, we had a bunch of that tarragon, which wasn't tarragon, it's a Russian weed knockoff that we bought from seed. Unfortunately, we found out it's just a weed. It doesn't even taste like tarragon. It tasted like grass when we went to harvest. So we've decided to put it at the back of our bed right here, because we have this empty space. We didn't know what else to do. We get lots of sun here. Tomatoes want sun. It'll have plenty of space for the root ball. By the time this grows, we'll have already harvested these onions, which they're getting pretty close. So this isn't the best soil in our garden, but it's the best space that we have. So we know that we want to go about depth of this. Put just a little bit of food, not a whole lot. So then we'll check some of our soil fell back in. We'll check the depth. Do a little bit more. That's good. Put a little bit more in because I just moved my other. Trying to get dry dirt in, but moist dirt. Use your fingers to pack it around it. Again, we're kind of layering in the nitrogen. Ooh, way too much. We'll just take that out. You don't want too much nitrogen. You can burn the roots as they come in. So you just put it in nice and firm. We'll move the mulch back around it once it's going to come back. It'll look like it'll die at first, but that's while it's putting the energy into making roots. So then you want to water it in really good. Let it soak in. Do it again. As it washes away a little until your soil settles, just move it right back up. Not a big deal. Remember to cultivate once in a while so that your soil won't become a mud ball. And definitely keep this well weeded until it establishes. It'll take about a week for the roots to really start to grow, and about 2 weeks for the foliage to really come back and start to grow up. Well, I hope this has taught somebody something. Be a cloud watcher.